Yes. Hello. Yes, you're looking lovely this evening. Thank you for coming to our performance. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. Thank you for coming to our performance. Yes, it's lovely to see you too. Another packed house at the Grand Theatre. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't see you, which is kind of odd because, well, I'm a giraffe, so my neck is really long. Oh, hello there. I don't believe I've ever seen you at the theatre before. Welcome. Is this your first show? Well, welcome anyway. We're very glad to have you. My name is Ellie. You may recognize me as the character Princess Von Tessa. Yes, in the stage play, The Masquerade of the Hours. Yes, that's why you hear the ticking clock, isn't it? That was the producer's idea along with the artist's idea that as the night goes on, as you hear the ticking clock, you're still immersed in the play even when one act has ended for these dinner meet and greets of sorts. It is wonderful to see you. Oh, you've heard of me before? Ah, I see. Well, in my spare time I do voice animated characters. It is fun to voice behind a mic, but at the end of the day, my heart belongs to the theatre and the stage. There's something primal, something raw and wonderful about being able to change your persona and perform something live on a stage in front of a live audience. So, tell me, human, here, have a drink. After all, this is going to be a very long stage play, but why don't we get to know each other a little bit more, hey? I love meeting fans, new and old. So tell me, how are you liking the theatre so far? Oh, I see. That makes me very happy to hear that you're enjoying the performance and the show. Oh, well, I mentioned before that my heart belongs to the theatre. I love working in stage plays and musicals. I've had many roles in my time here, from leading roles to even minor roles. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's part of the excitement, actually. With the this play, the performance of the hours, the clock doesn't actually run on the proper time if you look on your cell phone. Another artistic choice by the creators of the play. I think it adds a bit of nuance to the play. Like, you're still on time, just not the time of the real world. As if to say, well, that what I'm trying to say is, it's like you're not on reality's time, but on the time of illusion and imagination. You're on magic's time, as it were. I don't know if that makes sense. Sometimes I just get really passionate about the stage plays, and this one is quite creative. Oh, yes. Well, with the clockmaker's son slipping in through his inheritance through the grandfather clock called Thomas. Mhm. It's quite enjoyable, not to mention there's the dance of the weasels, which is quite enjoyable, plus the tiger eye princess, and the grasshoppers, those clever little tricksters. It's a wonderful play, and I'm glad I've been able to be a part of it. Oh, why yes, dear human, I am in costume still. The director thought it would be best if, when we are greeting our fans, that we remain in costume. Do you like it? Well, thank you. I had a little bit of help with the design. After all, given that I'm a giraffe woman, clothes have to be specially modified for me, especially around the the neck part of me. But this has been a very fun stage play, and all my fellow thespians have been such a delight to work with. Some of them I'm even friends with. I grew up with them. So tell me, human, so far, what has been your favourite part of this stage play? Oh, come now, you can tell me. I promise I won't judge. I cross my heart on my honour as Vite as as my under my character's name. I promise. Oh, I see. So you like the tower scene with the tiger-eyed princess and the clockmaker's son? That duet was very romantic. It's one of my favourite parts too. Of course, playing my character has been great fun too. Vitessa is quite an intriguing character. For, well, given that she harbours a deep, passionate, almost erotic secret. um, pardon me. All this voice acting, it's been getting to my throat lately. Yes, that's much better. Oh, yes. If we're not careful, we giraffe folk, we can have quite a few problems with our throats. On account of how long they are to match with how long our necks are. I have a sister of mine who, poor dear, occasionally she gets bouts of asthma. It's quite terrible. But it has been wonderful to meet you. Let me see. Oh. Why, yes. It looks like that the next segment of the play will be starting pretty soon. Well, we still have 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and then I'll have to go back behind stage to get ready again. Am I doing anything afterwards? Well, most likely once the entire play is done with, after these dinner parties and after the play is done with, I'm probably going to go home, have a nice bubble bath, and then I'm going to drag myself to bed. Yes. The theatre is a wonderful place, but the art itself can be quite demanding, and it does take a lot out of me. But one must suffer for their art, and if you didn't suffer, you would never grow. And I speak from plenty of experience. But after the stage play, the theatre, this theatre likes to have resting periods which go on for a few weeks, maybe a few months, and then eventually a new play comes into motion. Tell me though, why did you ask me if I was doing anything after the play, human? Come now, you can tell me. I won't judge, I promise. Huh? A date? Um, oh, oh my, wow. Um, oh, 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 um, no. I'm not against it, dear. It's just a little unorthodox, is all. Well, for starters, I usually don't get asked out by humans on account of me being a beast woman. More specifically, a giraffe beast woman. Many humans are kind of off-put by my height. And, well, second of all, there are those types of fans. The manias that come with being in the theatre, or being a pop idol, or working as a star for movies, and stuff like that. So, usually us theatrical types, we can't be too careful with, who we date. Yes, you're quite clever for picking up that reference, but yes, we around the theatre, we call those fans manias. Like Mamania from Perfect Blue. That's a very good movie, it's one of my favourites. It's a very guilty pleasure of me, even though I'm not really particular. I'm not a fan of horror, but Perfect Blue is a very relatable artistic thriller. It's a masterpiece. I love it. I think I saw the film when I was just getting out of college. I watched it with a few girlfriends of mine. We decided to have a girls' night, and we turned on Perfect Blue, we watched some movies, we painted our hooves and our nails, and there you go. Well, not only that, but it's definitely something unexpected that you asked me, but I am genuinely very flattered that you would like to go on a date with me. Tell you what, I'm probably going to want to take at least a few days to rest up and recharge my batteries after this play, but after my 3 days, say the 17th of February, perhaps you'd like to go on a date then? Wonderful! I know this really nice cafe that we could go to start our date off. And oh my, look at the time. It's almost time for the next act of the play to begin. I'd better get backstage. But it was wonderful meeting you, human. It's been wonderful meeting you, but I better get going. I'll see you after the performance. Ta-ta for now, dear.